China. Get an ice lolly! Hi guys, my name is Marga. If you didn't already know, I am a first year law student here at the University of Kent. So I will just do a quick run through of like the pros and cons of living on a campus uni. I will do it in the context of my experience. So here we go. By intellectual definition of Google, a campus university is a British term for a university situated on one site with student accommodation, teaching and research facilities and leisure activities all together. Facilities in terms of the University of Kent will include the co-ops. There's 2 co-ops on campus, all of the accommodations, so there's 6 types of accommodations. Hold on. Yeah, I think there's 6 or 7. I feel like I'm missing one, but I'm not sure. There's about 6 or 7 accommodation areas. They all have different names, and they're all flats or houses. Each accommodation area has their own reception as well. The library is the main campus. There is a Santander bank on this campus, which is helpful if you're on Santander, as mine is, so it's quite helpful. But I've also never been to that bank. But it is there. There's also a GP on my campus. We also have a gym, the sports centre. We also have a theatre, a cinema. We also have multiple bars and restaurants. There's also a Cafe Nero here, a bookshop. There's lots of food trucks. There's also a campus club. It's called The Venue. It's also a main campus. So obviously, as well as that, there's going to be like lecture halls, the seminar rooms, classrooms, buildings, main reception. But yeah, there's quite a lot. Like all the offices are in here, so if you have any queries you go to one of the relevant offices. It's a very, very big campus, but obviously that is to accommodate all the facilities. Because everything is in one place, it's all within walking distance of each other. Accommodations are usually scattered around main campus, so everything you need will pretty much be on main campus. Maybe a few like buildings, like lecture buildings here and there, just because of extensions over the years and stuff. So main campus for me is like 10 minutes, whereas all the other accommodations I know like main campus will be like 5 minutes from them. It really just depends on where you live. Parkwood, where I live, because it's so far away, I feel like that's why they have their own co-op. There's a small co-op here and then a big one on main campus where all the other accommodations usually tend to, because it's closer. The sports centre is a 5-minute walk from me. The medical centre is also 5 minutes from me. They're currently building a new like tennis court, I think. I don't know what it is, but it's sports and it's just opposite. I think from this side of campus to the other side is about half an hour walk if you want to cruise, which I do, but otherwise it's only like 20 minutes, which isn't bad at all. So all the accommodations are quite close to main campus as well as being close to each other. That is a pro in the sense that it's so easy to get there and it's so quick and I don't have to walk or commute for that long. So there's campus security on campus, so if you have a noise complaint or something you can just call up and they'll be there in like 5 minutes. They're quite good in terms of what they're allowed to do. They patrol during the day as well. I don't know if I've seen them on main campus at all during the day, but they are there. Like they have an office. If you have something you can probably just go and talk to them. There's an app that you can get here at the University of Kent. I'm not sure if other universities also have it, because I know you just log in and it requires you to, it's not a University of Kent app, if that makes sense. It's called Safe Zone. It connects to like the campus security here, so you can use like checkpoints. I know there's checkpoints around here, so like if there's no response and then campus security come and check on you. There's like emergency calls, campus security come check on you as well. You can do it all through this app, so it's quite helpful having the convenience of campus security here. Or you can just call them on your phone, they'll come, they'll sort it out. It's quite peaceful. And I say this with ease because Parkwood is definitely not peaceful. Because obviously it's campus uni, cars don't tend to come up to the accommodation areas. Usually they just pass through main campus. So it's quite peaceful at night, unless you live in Parkwood, then students just riot. So it's quite peaceful in the sense that you're not really going to hear The public, you're not really going to hear like cars going past your uni accommodation, so any noise you hear is probably going to be students. So yeah, it is very peaceful here actually, now that I think about it. However, a campus university also has cons, it also has its disadvantages. The University of Kent Canterbury campus is on a hill, so to get to town you have to get a bus or walk, but I think walk is half an hour. I'm not sure, I've never walked that way. So if you want to get to town you have to get the bus. The bus is not free, unfortunately. I wish it was. You do get a student discount with the bus. It's like 20 minutes. I personally don't like going to town unless I have a lot of things to do because, ow, my hair. Because I don't want to spend £3 to get to town to do nothing. And the only thing in town is usually just shops and restaurants, so I tend to just go there when I want to do grocery shopping. I know that there's co-ops on campus, but the co-ops tend to be a little bit more pricey than Tesco or like Aldi and Sainsbury's, and there is some in town. If you want to go to like clothes shopping, like New Look, if you want to go to any other bank that you're with, if you're with any other bank, you have to go to town. A lot of things that you might not think you need but want is going to be in town. I usually only use the co-op for like little things like milk and like butter, things that I just want to, the little things I get. Usually I just get deliveries. Because town is so far, you feel kind of disconnected from the real world. I'm not saying university is not the real world, because it definitely is, knocks you into a different life, but you don't really see the public. What I mean by that is, even though the public is allowed on campus, and I know people are because I've seen people walk their dogs on campus, there's a nursery just near me. We've got a cinema on campus, so the public is allowed to go there. So you do see them, but you don't necessarily realise that they can be public. This is especially evident when I go to town, maybe after 3 o'clock. When I go there I see teens in blazers. That still kind of shocks me because you don't see people in blazers here on campus. You just kind of forget. It just doesn't click in your head. There are other high schools in Canterbury, there's 2 other unis in Canterbury. Like, you don't realise because you're always just in one area. You're in this little bubble. That's what I want to call it, a little bubble. That's what it feels like. You're just so disconnected. So typically accommodation on campus is reserved for first years. Second year you can apply, it's just not guaranteed. One accommodation area is purely reserved for first years, and there's one purely reserved for postgraduates, but all the other ones it's either first years or you can apply for second year. But yeah, again, it's not guaranteed.
Wait.
Where's mine? I got an ice lolly. I'm just gonna hold it in my hand. What was I saying? Actually making me really cold. Anyway, yeah. So because accommodation is not guaranteed for you, you probably have to live off campus. That just means you have to commute to campus. At the beginning of the year they do offer discounts on bus pass, so you get it for a lot cheaper, so you can always just use that. Like, you just have to take into account transport time. I don't know if it is because it's a campus uni, but living on campus is so much money. This room is already 7 grand. This ice lolly is so good. The accommodation is a bit pricey for what it is, in my opinion, and obviously I don't know whether that is because it's a campus university or if it is just because of the university itself, but it's just cheaper for me to live off campus. And obviously because I go to Canterbury, it's quite a big city, so that could obviously play in a factor of how much you have to spend to go to, you know, said university. I haven't been to every single restaurant on campus, but there's only about 7. So you're limited in the sense that when you go to every single place, there's nothing new. Access to Nando's, McDonald's, Pizza Express, Wagamama's, kebab shops, like, they're not gonna be on campus. So again, you have to commute to town. Oh god! Oh, brain freeze! I think that is everything that I can think of at the moment. I hope this has helped anyone who's thinking of whether they want to go to a campus university or city university. Obviously I didn't really talk about a city university because I haven't had experience of one. There are a lot of differences between city and campus universities, but either way, you're gonna, wherever you go, if you like it and you get your degree, you're fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's just me talking and getting distracted. See you guys in the next video. I don't know when it is. I have a assessment due on Friday, so I really need to focus on that. Yeah, I'm gonna go get another ice lolly, but I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you next time.